Well, hello guys, and welcome back for day 3 of our 30-day accelerator. Now, it's quite a sprint that we've got going on, building out a full Kajabi website end to end in under 30 days. Now, in day 1, what we did was we worked on your site settings. Not particularly exciting, but very important. In part 2, yesterday, we started building out your welcome email sequence, the emails that people are going to receive after they join your list. And what we're doing today is we're putting together just an interim page that we can use while you're building the rest of your website. So this page could be a coming soon page, or it might be a free resource that you're going to give away so that you can be growing your list while you're working on things in the background. So on that note, let's jump into my account. All right, so here we are back inside of my demo account, and what we're going to do today is jump down into the website area and into pages. Okay, so here under the website menu, in pages under design. Now what you're going to see here is that you've got the option to start from scratch on your first page, your first landing page, or you can browse the Kajabi templates. And they've got quite a range of free templates that you can use on your site. But what I want to do today is to show you how you can import template pages into your account if you want to, because I've given you a bunch of templates along with your 30-day accelerator. So it's important that you guys know how to use them. Now you can see on this page that there's nowhere to upload a template or import a theme. There's no button for that. And the reason is that you won't have the ability to import templates until you've created at least one page on your account. So you can either start from scratch if you want to just have a play around with the builder. If you're a bit of a designer, you could do that. Or you could click here and have a look at the templates from Kajabi, and it'll open up in this template library. And they've broken it down by category. So they've got pages there to promote your podcast, or link in bio pages, thank you pages. Because what we're doing is creating an opt-in page where people can either opt in for your freebie or just opt in to keep updated with, all the latest happenings. You probably, if you're going to go with one of Kajabi's templates, choose something out of this opt-in category. And there's a bunch more. You can expand it there. Lots to choose from, okay? So you might see something there that is perfect. You absolutely don't have to use any of my templates. There might be something there that is just what you're looking for. Now, in order to be able to import templates, you need to firstly create a Kajabi template. I'm just going to go with Prosper and just show you how easy it is. Get started. We're just going to call this one test. Create. And then we wait patiently. Okay, while it's doing that, if we jump over to Thrivecart, as part of the accelerator, I'm giving you guys access to the Kajabi Kickstarter product in the Thrivecart library. Now down here, when you open that up, if you go down to the freebie funnel template pages category, you should see there the design that corresponds to the design that you picked. The one that I am going to work with today is this Softly Does It template pages. And if I click on that, it opens up 3 pages there that I can download. Now, the first one is an opt-in page short form version. The second one is an opt-in page long form, and then a confirmation page that people will see after they give you their details. Now, I'm just going to work today with the short one and the confirmation page. And if I go over here and click to download, we'll download both of those. It opens up in Google Drive. And the important thing that I wanted to point out today is just to not try and extract the files. Don't click into here. Don't try and open anything up. Okay, it's not going to be able to be, it's not going to work when you import it into Kajabi if you have unzipped it or taken anything out. So when you're faced with this screen, just go up to the download icon in the top right, click to download, and it would download that page to your computer. Now, sometimes what happens on Mac is Mac has a tendency to unzip the files, and you won't be able to import it into Kajabi if it's not zipped, or in Mac terminology, compressed. So if it's unzipped itself, go and find it somewhere in your downloads, right-click on the file and compress it or zip it, and then it will be ready to upload into your Kajabi account. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go back over. Oops, let me just close a couple of tabs down. Yeah, okay, now that test page that we created just with Kajabi's template is here. You can see it's a nice simple page. You've got a hero section, which is over here. We've got a section that talks about lessons. This particular page is asking people to opt in for a 5-day challenge. You can see here we've got 5 little sections talking about what's going to be taught in the 5-day challenge. Then you've got a little bio section with some testimonials and a final call to action asking people to opt in. Okay, so if you wanted to use one of Kajabi's pages, go for it. It's just a matter of going through this page, updating the colors and the copy and swapping the images, and you will be right to go. What I want to do though today is to show you how you import templates. So if we get out of here, we go back to the landing tab, you'll see there's now one page there that we've created. And as soon as you've got at least one page created, you'll have this button showing to upload template. Now, I would like to get both of my pages uploading at the same time. So I'm just going to duplicate this tab. We go in here and we click to upload. And then I go and find on my device that first page that we downloaded, that opt-in form short. Okay, it's that one there, the freebie opt-in short form. Okay, so that zipped file is going to do its thing in a minute. And then in the second tab, we'll do the same thing with the confirmation page. Okay, so click to upload, find your confirmation page, and that one will do its thing in a minute. So while it is, let's go back to the opt-in page. Okay, so the opt-in page is now loaded for us, and you can see here that with my page, it is giving away a free resource. If you don't have a free resource created just yet, that's fine. You could just use this page to put an image either of yourself or something that represents your website and your business and let people know that it's coming and what the business is all about. Okay, so this button here is either going to say something like download the free guide, or you might change the button to say something like keep me updated, okay, if you don't actually have anything to give them just now. Right, now this button, if somebody was to click this button, you want it to link to the 2-step opt-in, and this is where we're going to put a form that we're going to work on tomorrow. Okay, now today, nice and easy, all I want you to do is go through your page. If you're using one of my templates, go through your page, swap out this image. Okay, over here, you can see pick a file. You can put an image in there that represents whatever you're going to be talking about on this page. Put in your own copy. Okay, so anytime you want to update something, just click on it. It's going to open up in the side panel. The button there, if you scroll down to that call to action, that's where you're going to find the button text. If somebody clicks on that button, the button action is going to open the 2-step opt-in pop-up, okay? But don't worry about customizing the pop-up. We're going to do that tomorrow. Now we come down here, if you've got some testimonials, either from people who have worked with you or people who have used your resource, if you're giving away a resource, put those in here. Headshots would be great, just brings the page to life. And then we've got a final call to action button down here. Okay, one last opportunity for people to either click to download the free thing or click to stay connected, okay, and keep updated with all the latest happenings about your online business and the course that you're working on. All right, so task for today, come through here, do as much as you can around the customization of this opt-in page. And then the second page that we uploaded was the confirmation page. After somebody gives you their details into that form that we're going to work on tomorrow, we want to send them automatically to a confirmation page, okay? So that will just redirect to the confirmation page once they put their details in. And the confirmation page, surprise, surprise, looks very similar to the opt-in page, okay? Same styling, same branding. You could reuse the same image here if you wanted to. Update this thank you text. And then we've got a button here and you can use it for whatever you want. That button could say, join my free Facebook group. It could say, ready to get started, book a call. If you want to, if it's a free resource that people are opting in for, you could actually have that button. We go over to the call to action. You could actually, in the button action, you could say download a file and you could actually upload your free resource into here. It's actually my preference to deliver the free resource via email, which is that welcome email sequence that we were working on yesterday. Okay, so if you would like to train people to actually go and receive emails from you and make sure that they're moving it out of spam into their main inbox, then it's a great idea that any resources you're giving them, you actually send them via email rather than giving them the option to download it here. So my preference would be to repurpose this call to action button to do something like join your Facebook group. But up to you guys what you use that call to action button for. And then down here, we've left you a spot if you want to do something interesting, like perhaps you want to put in your Instagram feed. And if you do, it's going to look something like this. Now, we just put a few image blocks to give you the idea as to what an Instagram feed looks like when it gets embedded. But I've gone one step further. I've actually opened up my Light widget account over here. Now, to get a Light widget that enables you to embed your Instagram feed inside of Kajabi, if you use Light Widget, I'm sure there's a million more out there that you could use. I use these guys. It was a once-off $10 fee to set up a widget. And now if I go into the widgets area of my account, I've got a free widget and an upgraded widget. Okay, now I needed to go for the paid version for it to work on Kajabi. If I was to click into this widget, you can see here that Light Widget gives you an embed code, and you just copy that code to clipboard. And then you go back over to your confirmation page. And if you wanted to put a widget into your page, just click into the section. Okay, you can see there that this section has that text block, it's got those image blocks, and it's got this final call to action that would probably link to somewhere like your Instagram or your YouTube. If you want to embed a widget, add content, choose custom code, decide how wide you want your Instagram feed to be. If I just go with 11, and then that code that Light Widget gave me that I copied to my clipboard, just paste it in here. And you can see now my Instagram feed just magically pops up. Now I'm going to want it to be right under the text. So I'm just going to use these little equal signs to move it up here. And these image blocks I don't really need. So I click those three little dots. I can either hide them or I can delete them. For now, we'll just hide in case we ever want to put them back. I think I will make this 12 columns actually, just make it a bit wider, like that, so that it lines up nicely. And then you can decide this call to action button, where should it go? So if you wanted to go to your Instagram feed, just put the full URL in there, or your YouTube, or wherever. If you would like people to stay on your website for whatever reason and not be taken off of your website to go to this URL, if you check this box and somebody clicks the button, then your website will stay open in one tab, and wherever you're sending them to is going to open up in a second tab, which can be useful in lots of instances. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the confirmation page. It shouldn't take you too long to customize those two pages. And then tomorrow, what we're going to do is we're going to create the form that connects these two pages together. And it's by people submitting that form that they will get added to the welcome email sequence that we wrote yesterday. So the three bits go together. There's the email sequence, there's the page that people see when they first land on your website, then they submit the form, they get added to the email sequence. All right, so I don't want to do too much in one day. Once you've customized these two pages, if you jump back out to the landing pages area of your account, okay, so they're sitting there now along with that test page that we created a minute ago. And let me just close down a couple of things. All right, so we've got those two pages there. Something else that you might like to do sooner rather than later is rename these pages and change the URL on these pages. Because when you import pages, they always get this really messy file name and usually quite a messy URL as well. So if over here you click the three little dots beside each page and click to edit details, and I'm just going to open up these pages at the same time, just side by side. Okay, so we've got those pages now open. We've got the opt-in page, and then we have also got over here when it loads the confirmation page. So if you are giving away something like a free resource, the page name is probably going to be something like free guide and then whatever the guide is about. And let's see if I can do one. Okay, something like that. Name of the guide, and then the URL, I would update that as well to something that is relevant. If it is a free resource that you're giving it away, then you might change it to something like /guide. Whereas if it's not a free resource, if it's just hey, coming soon, you could just change it to coming soon. Yes. Oops. All right, so something like coming soon, or perhaps you want to go with something like guide, like that. Okay, now if you do plan to be sharing this link somewhere like Facebook or LinkedIn, what information do you want Facebook to pull through? Like it always pulls through a preview. And down here is the information that you set around that preview. Okay, and this also helps later on with increasing your SEO and your Google ranking. So if you give it a page title or a meta title that actually talks about what the page is about. So if it's going to be for a free resource, then the page title would be the name of the resource, and the description would relate to the free resource, and the image would relate to the free resource. If it's going to be more like a coming soon page, then I would put the name of your business and then a blurb about your business, because this is going to be acting as like a temporary homepage for your website, and an image that represents your business. Now, if you want your page to be ranking on Google, if you want Google's little bots, crawlers to find your website and your page, then you would leave this checked on. If you don't really want to, this particular coming soon page ranking on Google just yet, or the guide to rank on Google for whatever reason, then if you switch this off, Google's little crawlers, search engine bots, are not going to, they're just going to ignore this page. So up to you whether or not you think that this page is something that should show up on Google. Now for opt-ins, like free resources, chances are you would like it to rank, so you'll probably leave it switched on. For the confirmation page, however, over here, we're going to rename this to, something like free guide confirmation. And then down here, the URL might be guide dash confirmation or guide dash thank you. You wouldn't want the confirmation page to come up on Google, because then people could just get to the confirmation page and perhaps download the resource straight from there, bypassing the opt-in page that you created up front. So 99 times out of 100 confirmation pages, or those secondary pages, you're probably going to want to switch this off so that the confirmation page doesn't show up in a Google search. Okay, so do both those things. I would just a little bit of admin, update the title, the URL. If you're going to be sharing this page somewhere like Facebook or LinkedIn, update this SEO information and leave this checked on so that that information can all be processed by those Google bots, and it can decide how well it wants to rank this page. For the confirmation page, I would leave that little toggle at the bottom switched off. Okay, over to you on that one. I will see you back to day 4 of our accelerator, where we're working on that form to connect your landing page to that welcome email sequence. I'll see you soon.